Hi there folks, Professor Thorgi here again. I like to serve kind of on this channel as a guide to all things geeky, whether it be comic books, video games, movies, anything along those lines. And today I'm going to be telling you about two small independent films. I like to promote the smaller things on this channel from time to time, and today there are two films coming out. You might not have heard about them, but there's a few people who have been excited about, so it's time that we take a look for the trailers for Star Wars and Jurassic Park. Okay, I know everybody else on the internet has already done this, but screw it, I need hits. So, today I'm going to be talking to you about Star Wars, The Force Returns, Force Unleashed, The Forcening, The Force 2, More Force Than Ever, Electric Force-a-loo, I forget the name of it, whatever. For Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and Jurassic Park. I'm sorry, Jurassic World. I don't know what it is, you just see Chris Pratt and all I can think of is parks. Now let's start with Jurassic World. One of the first things that you'll notice as soon as this begins is that this is not like the other films where, oh, it's a proposed park and they're bringing some people in to look at it. No, the park is fully up and running. It's been going for years. Things are working pretty smoothly. And I really dig seeing all the little attractions. I really enjoyed especially seeing the water dinosaurs, very technical terms. I don't know if you guys can follow me on this, but water dinosaurs. I really dig that it opened up with that because when I was a kid, like all kids, I was really into dinosaurs and I had all these books on them, and the ones that always freaked me out the most were any of the ones in the sea. Just, they were gigantic. They were big enough that they could have swallowed any of the other dinosaurs out there. So seeing these guys in here, it just really brought back all those like childish terrors of mine. And you know, hey, I'm a horror junkie, so that was, yeah, got me going. Once again, also technical terms, yeah. But from there, it kind of gets weird. Like, they introduce that they basically decided, hey, nobody wants those dinosaurs anymore. Dinosaurs, you can see those anywhere. Time that we make some dinosaurs of our own. It's like, why? Everything's going smoothly. Just leave that alone. Just feed the dinosaurs, leave them in their cage, everything's going well, alright? You're fine. Why are someone's always gotta come in and play God? No one ever wants to be that guy, but everybody ends up being it, alright? Here's a little lesson. If you're trying to play God and it involves dinosaurs, stop. Just stop. Actually, that's a pretty good rule for all movies out there. If you're trying to play God, just stop. Because in movies, even if you're trying to cure a disease, you're going to create evil. And from there, you learn that they have basically created a brand new dinosaur, which that's the part that really gets me. Doesn't anyone realize that no one has ever seen dinosaurs ever aside from this park? Who are you aiming this at? Are you aiming it at the people who have so many season passes to this place they've already gotten tired of the T-Rexes? I'm pretty sure that most people will only be able to afford to go to Jurassic Park like once in their lifetime. I'm pretty sure just seeing even a brontosaurus will blow their mind. But no, it's time to play God, so they create a new dinosaur, and it's now super intelligent, so it's going to be running through the park and it's escaping, and I don't know, this just left a bad taste in my mouth. But there's the moment where Chris Pratt is looking up at all the scratches on the wall and they go, oh, what kind of dinosaur could have done this? And he goes, well, depends on what kind of dinosaur they cooked up in that lab. And I was like, who put that down on paper? That maybe in context it's gonna be awesome, like maybe when you watch the film it's gonna feel really good, but watching this trailer, it just seems so cheesy to me. But it ends on a pretty high note, because it ends with the raptors being let loose. And in the previous movies, the raptors were always the big villains, because they were super intelligent by dinosaur standards, because they could open up doors, which when your brain's the size of a walnut is like getting into Mensa. So they let them loose, and they were running up and they're running after Chris Pratt, but then they start running beside him, and like he's working with them, and then you realize, oh, they genetically engineered these dinosaurs to work alongside the people in the park to make sure that they wouldn't like go against the prime directive. They would not break out and they would not try and eat the people. They might even have like vegetarian T-Rexes in there now at this point. Like they went to the steps to make sure that this park would work, and it gave me faith in this movie a little bit, because my big question going into the movie was, why on earth are you doing this? Because this isn't like a reboot. This isn't, well, I mean, it kind of is a reboot, but this isn't like a fresh start to this franchise. All the previous movies are still canon. I mean, you've got 3 movies of telling you this don't work. So I was like, why on earth would you do this? And it's like, oh, they made the dinosaurs this time willing to obey humans, willing to work beside them. That makes so much sense. So why the heck are you playing God? Stop playing God. It's the worst game out there. Did I just spit? Hold on. I want to see if I can freeze frame that the moment I spit. Actually, you know what? Just put in a picture of that spitting dinosaur that sprayed all over Newman. Yeah, that was the one. Okay, let's talk about The Force Awakening right now. Now, before I go into detail about my opinions on The Force Awakening, I got a little story to tell. The day before the trailer for Force Awakening came out, someone made a fake trailer that they put together. And it was presented out there like it was the real trailer, obviously. And I saw that one, and I thought it was the real one. And I work in a comic book store, so obviously all anyone can talk about in my store was the new Star Wars trailer. And for literally 3 days, I went around thinking the fake trailer was the real one, having conversations with people who saw the real one, and both of us just thought the other one was crazy. Like, this was literally me for 3 days at my store. Oh man, yeah, and you saw that scene with the Millennium Falcon there at the end? Oh man, that scene with the Millennium Falcon at the end was great. Yeah, and when Han Solo starts talking over it, I don't remember, he wasn't talking in that. Yeah, how did you miss that? Well, there were a lot of explosions going off at the time. I don't really remember the explosion, but you know what, that's not important. What about that new lightsaber? That new lightsaber that's got all the extra parts to it? I remember a lightsaber, but I guess it was larger. Yeah, I guess it was larger than the other ones. Yeah, sure, but you know, also, man, they're bringing up the fact that Luke might be turning evil in this one. Luke's coming back and he might be evil. They're talking about darkness and gaining all kinds of ultimate power, and then it shows old Luke. You think that guy in the black hood was Luke? How can you not? It's totally Luke in there. How can you not think that's Luke? And the worst part, and I swear to you, this is the most awkward part of seeing the fake trailer and having to have a discussion with people who saw the real trailer about it. This came up so many times in which I would say, oh yeah, man, and that black stormtrooper? You saw the black stormtrooper in there, right? Yeah, I saw him, but dude, that's how you're going to refer to him? How are you going to refer to him? He was a black stormtrooper. Come on, it was a stormtrooper that was black. Dude, he's got a name. The actor has a name. I don't know who that actor was. And that was when I slowly started to realize, I think I might have seen something different than what these guys saw. And so then I finally saw the real trailer, and I saw that John Boyega, the guy from Attack the Block, one of my favorite sci-fi horror films out there, is in there playing a stormtrooper, and I realized I have a lot of people I need to apologize to, cause that made me look like an asshole. But now that I saw the real trailer, I really hate saying this, but I kind of like the fake trailer more. Cause the fake trailer, here's the thing about the fake trailer actually makes it look like it's moving some stuff ahead, like it's taking the old stuff and it's moving that ahead, which I didn't really want. I wanted more of a fresh start in this one. But you knew it wasn't going to happen. You knew it was going to go back and mention the old stuff, which I was, you know, I thought there should have been some of that. But in the fake trailer, it kind of makes it seem like Luke has now turned to the dark side and he's trying to gain all sides of the power. But then it also introduces some weird new elements of power in there. Like, I'm not that familiar with the Star Wars lore. Like, I'll admit, as a geek, I'm fully aware of what Star Wars is, and I do think that they were really good movies, half of them, so I don't really know all that much about them, but I do know that there is a central tone that goes throughout all of them, especially with the design styles, and you see in the fake trailer some really weird statue thing giving out ultimate power that doesn't really look like it fits in the Star Wars world, but then you see a guy in a hood that looks like it could fit in the Star Wars world walking up to it, so it's like, oh shoot, they're exploring sides to this world that we haven't seen before. I'm very intrigued by this now, and I'm not gonna lie, when the Millennium Falcon in the fake trailer comes in and you hear Harrison Ford go, is there room for an old warhorse? I was like, oh man, yes, I'm ready for Han to come back. And then you watch this one, and the trailer for the real one, it was, you know, we got a pretty cool X-Wing flying over water thing, and I think it's cool that John Boyega is playing a stormtrooper that looks like he's going against the other stormtroopers, because he does look like he's confused and he's lost and he's trying to figure out where he is, which is, you know, something cool could come from that. And that's all I really got, except for the new lightsaber, which is cool, I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand why the new lightsaber has got those two little pointy things on the side. When 5 characters in your franchise have lost arms at some point in time because they've been sliced off by lightsabers, yeah, you put little tiny guards on that thing. But yeah, I thought it was neat. That's all. I didn't lose my mind over it, but I didn't think it was bad. I think it is kind of neat. But I am aware that on the internet, just thinking something is okay is the worst thing you can do. But I have no real strong opinions one way or the other. But it looks interesting. It does not look bad. But here's the thing: go back and watch the trailers for Episode 1. That thing was badass, and it was not. So, I'm just saying, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade here, but let's be cool. Let's wait till we find out a little bit more before we start saying all is forgiven with the Star Wars franchise. But there you have it. There are my opinions on the Star Wars and Jurassic World trailers. Let me know what you think about them in the comments below. And also, if you like this video, make sure to check out my other videos and hit that subscribe button right there. Hit the thumb up button there. If you're on Tumblr, you can follow me. I've got the address right down there. If you want to tell other people about this, tell your friends in the outside world, which is located around here, there. I think all your friends are in that direction. So, thank you very much. Make sure to come back again. And as always, thanks for watching.